The Metrolink began operation on the 6th of April 1992, first opening a converted railway line between Manchester Victoria train station and Bury. Then 3 weeks later, a brand new section running through the centre of Manchester on the streets was opened between Victoria and GMEX. And then another converted railway line was opened between GMEX and Altrincham on the 15th of June. And to finish off what was called Phase 1 of the Metrolink, a short branch off of the street running line is what connected the Manchester Metrolink network to Manchester Piccadilly railway station. The initial goal of the Metrolink was to connect Manchester Victoria and Manchester Piccadilly railway stations, and since that had been done, more potential was seen for the network to expand. But first, a few changes were made to the present network. In the centre of Manchester, High Street and Market Streets were both serving trams in one direction only. These two stops were merged into a bidirectional stop on the 10th of August 1998. Phase 2 for the Metrolink began in 1999, with the opening of a new stop at Cornbrook and an extension through Salford Quays to Broadway, and in the next year that line was extended further to Eccles. In 2003, a brand new stop opened at Shude Hill, which would serve a bus interchange in a couple of years. Now we get to the 2010s, and you'll see just how much the Metrolink expanded during this decade. In September of 2010, a short spur off of the Eccles line right into MediaCityUK was opened, and also GMEX was renamed to Deansgate-Castlefield. Woodlands Road on the Bury line was to be closed very soon, and to replace it, there was a new stop built and opened at Abraham Moss on the 18th of April 2011. Then a few months later, in July, the first of the Phase 3 extensions was opened from Trafford Bar down St Werburgh's Road. In 2012 there were two extensions, the first from Manchester Victoria to Oldham Mumps, which is entirely a converted railway, and then in December this line was extended further to Shaw and Crompton. In 2013 there were quite a few extensions. There was a new extension from Manchester Piccadilly down to Droylsden, and then on the 28th there was a new extension from Shaw and Crompton up to Rochdale railway station. Mosley Street at this point was the only tram stop serving trams in only one direction, and it was decided to be closed on the 18th of May. On the 23rd of May, the line to St Werburgh's Road was extended further to East Didsbury. The entire branch from Trafford Bar to East Didsbury runs on the closed Manchester South District Railway, which closed in 1969. In October, the line to Droylsden was extended further to Ashton. Then finally, for 2013, on December 16th, Woodlands Road Station, which had been replaced by Abraham Moss, closed, and a brand new stop was opened at Queen's Road, a bit further south. Queen's Road used to be a staff halt only, to serve the nearby Queen's Road depot. On the 17th of January, the Oldham Mumps temporary station closed, and a brand new line through Oldham Town Centre was opened, running entirely on the streets through the town centre. This extension was opened on the 27th of January. On the same line a couple of months later, a new extension from Rochdale railway station to Rochdale Town Centre was opened, also running through the streets of the town centre. And to complete Phase 3 of the Metrolink's expansion was the addition of the airport line in November 2014. In the centre of Manchester there was one extension in 2015, from Victoria Station to Exchange Square. In 2017 this line would be extended further to St Peter's Square, forming a second way for trams to cross the centre of Manchester, from Victoria to St Peter's Square. And the final of the Metrolink's extensions was opened in 2020, the Trafford Park Line extension, which runs to the Trafford Centre. On the 23rd of January 2021, Into Trafford Centre tram stop was renamed to the Trafford Centre, and the final major change to the Metrolink network was on the 28th of October 2025, when Barton Dock Road was renamed to Trafford Palazzo. And that brings us to the present day Manchester Metrolink.